everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aderonke Grace, and today we have a very special guest with us. Who can guess? I know from the topic of this video you can already guess who is with me, but drum roll, let him introduce himself. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is John, and I'm a husband. Nice to meet with all of you. Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet with all of you. So this month we are celebrating our 8 years in marriage. Like 8 years, guys. It was just like yesterday that we
Met.
was it met or got married. It was just like yesterday that we got married, and it's been like a journey. I never knew that. You know, when people say like time flies, I get to understand it with what we're experiencing like right now. Like 8 years just like that is already gone. But today we are going to be talking on 8 things that we have learned in our 8 years in marriage. I'm going to be giving my husband the grace to give us the first point. As your lordship.
Well, I don't know how we'll do this, but
Yeah.
I think the first thing I've learned is to pray. Pray for myself, pray for my spouse, and also pray for the kids, and also for us to pray together. I think that's one key thing I've learned. You would have to expand the scope of your prayers now to ensure that it covers your wife also, and also your kids too. And you pray over different things, dimensions for them, and also, several grounds that you probably don't cover in prayer before. You have to go deep down into there.
And in addition to what he said, I want to emphasize on like praying together. Like there's a saying that like a
threefold cord is difficult to break.
So now it's you, it's you, your husband, and God. And we can even say like it's you, your husband, together with your children and God. So it's like a 3 cord that cannot easily be broken. So it's very, very important as couple to take praying together seriously.
It's the bond, the unity. It says where 2 or 3 are gathered, and even if 2 of you shall agree concerning a matter, it shall be done unto you.
Exactly.
So I think that's one of the benefits of praying as a couple.
Exactly.
Together,
Exactly. You're very right. The second point I'll be talking about is that you cannot change your spouse. Like, guys, this one is a no-brainer. Like, no one can go into marriage thinking that they can change their spouse, or like they can just change them in a way that they want to see them. Rather, I would advise that you pray to God to be the one to change your spouse. Like in my own marriage, there are some things that I'm not comfortable with my husband doing. Example now, personally, I like my husband to be the kind of person that give me gifts, but the kind of person he is not the type that like give gifts or like appreciate even when someone gives him gifts. Am I right or right?
No, if you give me gifts, I appreciate you.
Yeah, like, but no, you've told me before.
I would prefer you give me a hint of the gifts you want to give to me.
Imagine.
So that it's not something you give me and I wouldn't use it, and just maybe I just give somebody else. Imagine you buying what I don't need or what.
Oh, like recently.
So you should be very sure.
Like recently now, I bought him. Is it like, you know, this devotional for men? Like I went to the mall, I saw this beautiful devotional for men, strictly for men, and I was like, okay, let me just gift it to him as a birthday gift. Hey, on getting home, I just gave my husband, see what I bought for you and all that. Baby, what was your reaction?
Yeah, giving me a devotional, it's something I appreciated, but I feel it wouldn't help me. Yeah, it wouldn't help me because it's more or less something spiritual. But I think I would need something more spiritual than that, like a Bible.
Like
if you give me a Bible, I think I would appreciate that more. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
I think his excuse was that he wasn't going to like maximize it, the usage as much as he would a Bible. So I had to go and return it to get a Bible for him. So like, but continuing my point, what I was trying to say that he's not the type that easily give gifts. But guess what? Just like yesterday, he went all the way out.
No, but if you say
Baby.
I don't give gifts, I give gifts. So, but it's not. What I don't really do much is do much of surprises. Give gifts that surprise. If I want to do something, I will let you know
Let you know
that this is
exactly.
what I want to do for you,
Like
or
what
give
I
you a
wanted to
hint of something.
exactly
Yeah.
like what I wanted to say. Like yesterday, he wanted to buy something from me, so he had to just call me first and say, "Oh, I'm going somewhere to buy this thing for you because I know you will." I'm like, "Okay, like you can buy it." And lo and behold, when he came back home, I saw the big thing like that he bought, and I was like, "Wow, wow,
Yeah,
thank you."
because usually I also because it's something like they've always said that you need to learn the love language of your spouse and try to play towards it so that you can get your spouse loving. Yeah,
A
yeah.
happy wife is a
So
happy wife is a happy home.
yeah.
Is what they
So,
say.
for example, if you are thinking in the way you want to be loved, if you are thinking in terms of your own love
Love language.
language, then everything you'll be doing will be tilting towards your love language, and there'll be problem. Yeah,
Exactly.
like that.
Exactly.
So that's why compromise at times you get out of your own love language, you learn the love language of your spouse, and try to play towards it to
Exactly.
ensure that there's love in the home.
Going to the next point, I'll be giving you the floor for that.
Prioritize. There are times we have limited resources at home, and we need to buy clothes for the kids. We need to buy school items for them. We need to buy
Stationaries.
stationery and even toys, and also we need to buy things for ourselves. And you need to buy gifts for your wife again and buy so many things. But as couples, you need to prioritize and know which demands are very essential
Important.
at a particular point in time. Of course, you have a good plan to meet up all the other needs later on, but there are some pressing needs, so you need to
The
prioritize and put
urgent
those
ones.
ones on the early into the to-do list, or else you would have issues at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Imagine you buy clothes, buy shoes, buy gifts, and you cannot pay school fees and things like that.
Mara. It
Okay.
will be a problem. Exactly. Okay, the fourth, yeah, I think it's the fourth point now. Like the fourth point I will be making is like in marriage we should learn to put ourselves first. Like I've heard this it's a slogan now, like self-love and all that. Like no, like put as a couple, like you put yourself first. Don't let, because you are having kids now, don't let the kids take the role of your spouse. Like one can be easily swayed away with this, whereby you've replaced the love that you once had for your spouse, you've replaced it with that of the child. But I want us to like do you understand what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
very well.
Like I want us to have it in mind that like whether we like it or not, of course we are going to love our children. These children, they will grow up to eventually go live their own life, and when they leave, you will be left alone with your husband or your wife again. So if you are the kind of person that have built all your love on the kids, eventually when the kids have left, like you easily have, like it will be hard for you to, I would like to rekindle the love, because
Yeah,
it will look as if you are just starting from scratch
sure.
all over again. So that is why it is essential to keep the fire burning. Like if you have to go on
The
dates,
marital fire, the
yeah,
marital love.
exactly. If you need to keep going on dates, if you need to gist into the night after you've put the kids to bed to sleep,
And play
if
Ludo
you,
games at us.
yeah, if you need to play games just to like have that kind of
Bonding.
intimacy and bonding, that even when the kids are not there, you still continue to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to the next point,
Okay.
the fifth.
I've learned to promote my wife's idea business, career and things like that. As
Ever supporting,
yeah,
supportive husband.
as
Yeah.
much as I try to do mine also, even this YouTube video, I'm not the type that stays
Like
in
to
front of
show.
the camera and do all this
Exactly.
kind of
Exactly.
content and things like that. So, but yeah, I've learned to support our vision, support our interests, and also repost some of our videos and put them on my status and things like that. And that's why you can see I'm a bit quiet behind the camera now. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
much of my stuff like that. So, but you compromise here and there. So you need to promote your
Each
wife's
other's.
interest, career, and also
And vice
ideas.
versa.
Yeah, vice versa, and also she also has promoted mine also, and stands there also when things get busy for me and
Too
I
busy.
hardly can breathe. Yeah, that's so
No.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So in addition to what he said, I wanted to say that it's also good to build together. Like as your husband is advancing in their chosen career, as a woman, you shouldn't also like just stay in one place and say, oh no, you don't want to advance or you don't want to
Yeah,
level up. Let me just put it that way. As your husband is progressing, make sure you are also progressing, and say, and vice versa. If like as your wife is also like aiming high, as husbands also make sure you are also aiming high, so that it won't be like someone is down, another person is up, and all that. So you should be able to balance this. And I want to appreciate my husband because what he's just said about like supporting, he's been like he's been there all through there. I used to pay for a lot of classes. Like anytime I go online and I see like a class that will benefit my business, that will benefit my personal development and all, I don't need to say it twice. I'll just tell him that, hey babe, I need to pay for a class, and all. He will just ask, what is the class for? And I will just explain, even if I think it's not it's not cogent enough. I just know how to go around there and say, no, I need to do I cannot count how many classes that I've attended that he has approved of. So he's been there very supportive, and also vice versa. Like it's been like that. You
yeah,
want to
it's
something?
even in my field, it's called professional development. You just need to keep on acquiring skills that can sharpen your
Is it horizon?
business
Okay, yeah.
acumen, research capabilities that can help your learning and things like that. Just like they said, that the 21st century illiterate is not people that cannot read or write again, but people that cannot learn, relearn, and
And
unlearn.
online,
So,
yeah.
and if you have an opportunity to learn, to relearn things, and to unlearn,
Online.
yeah, please
Do
grab
so
it.
in your marriage.
Yeah.
The sixth thing that we have learned in our marriage is that it's okay to argue. Let me just put it that you are going to argue. Like even there's a saying that even the is it the teeth and the
Yeah.
tongue, sometimes they argue. You just see your teeth biting your tongue
Yeah.
like that. It's okay to argue, but there should be like a common ground to resolve argument. It shouldn't be like there's a competition and there's supposed to be a winner in an argument. Like even if you are right, like there are several times that my husband has been the one that that is right, and he even end up saying sorry, right?
Yeah, you also need to pardon each other. You need to
Exactly.
forgive. Yeah, you're going to hurt yourself. Just like they say in my, is it tribe
No
now, that there's no
language.
way the head will, is it, there's no way the body would walk
No,
that the head will not shake.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
you're
there's no
right.
way the body
The
will
body will
walk
work
and the
and the
head will
head will
not
not.
shake. So it
Exactly.
means that there'll be issues here and there, but you need to pardon each other. You need to forgive, even as Christ has forgiven us. So you need to forgive each other. Yeah, I think that is very key in
Exactly. And
relationship.
if there's one thing that you should fight for, it should be to fight for your marriage and not to fight each other every time, because this thing they will always happen. So you just have to learn to forgive in advance. Like that no,
Yeah, that's critical. Yeah.
exactly. You just
You
learn
forgive
to
ahead
forgive
and
ahead.
you also forgive after. So it's two
Exactly,
ways. Yeah, there are times
exactly.
you need to forgive ahead so that there will be issues. And when those issues come, you already know that, oh, no, this person will do this, he will do this. And
Exactly.
or for example, you might be in the kitchen cooking and your wife tells you she's not eating that night, and suddenly, and you just cook only your ration. Later on, she just comes and meets you that, I need to eat, and but you told me that you're not going to eat. Yeah.
It
So, but the
happens.
Holy Spirit sometimes tells you, and that had her own share, just had it. And so when she comes and she says, where's are you already know that. So, these are things you learn depending on your faith, depending on your religion, and then things
Exactly,
like that. Just
exactly,
make sure you are able to forgive them ahead and also after.
exactly. And number 7.
You need to para. That's what I've called it.
No, but
There are times
okay.
you need to, how would I put it now? Get angry a little bit, but without sin. Because you have kids. There are times the kids will mess up the
They're
whole house.
watching.
8 things we've learned in our marriage. There are
Marriage.
times
Yo.
you expect
Especially when you have
certain,
2
yeah.
boys. Yo.
There are times,
Yo.
even when you are going to church in the morning and the time is getting, and you tell your wife, let's dress up quickly, and before she's still there, you're doing this, and
Doing
like,
makeup.
not this. So, but you do it with
Yeah,
love. You
thanks.
get angry.
Exactly.
There's no
No
human being
human.
that would not get angry.
Exactly.
Like I've said, para, but do it with love, and also ensure that you do not
So there's
sin.
something like para with a sprinkle of love. Is
Exactly.
that?
Para with passion means that you get angry with love, yeah, not and you do not sin. So and ensure that you show love to your wife, you appreciate her, and if she is the type that wants to be spoken to, words of love, words. Try it. Try it. If it's gift, just try it. If you need to take her out, if she's one that appreciates taking her out and things, just make sure you take her out and do this and occasions and say sweet things to her. And so it's you just have to keep that fire of love burning.
Burning.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the last thing, which is the 8th point we'll be talking about, is communication. Guys, communication is key. You cannot assume in marriage. Like, you can mean one thing. For example, you can mean one thing even when you send ordinary text message, and the person that is receiving on the other hand is interpreting it to be another thing. Until you see eye to eye and you are able to express your emotion the right way, the person can see through you and see your genuine, what you actually mean by what you are saying. If you want to communicate anything, communicate it. Don't hide words behind your tongue, because at the end of the day, these things can build, like, for example, like if you are angry and you need to talk, and you are, I think I used to do something like, and you need to talk, and the spouse is saying, what's happening, and you're saying nothing, 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 and before you know the second day when you wake up, the anger is still there, and it will ruin the emotion, or the aura, now everything for the whole day. To just ruin the whole mood for the day, because you just lack to communicate, rather than saying, oh, we need to talk, this and this and this is the problem.
Yeah.
So
Because just to add to that, your spouse is not your colleague at work. Your spouse is not your student at times. Why I'm saying this is that the way you talk to your student, even if she's your student per se, you are a lecturer, and the way you will talk to your students will be different from the way you talk to your spouse.
Exactly.
Now, the way you will talk to other members of maybe a business outfit you and will be different from your spouse. So you just have to ensure you both understand that unspoken words of communication. You understand even the spoken words, and ensure, like she said, you don't make assumptions. You clarify every assumption. Just shaking of the head, or just blinking of the eye, or just giving sounds with the mouth. They mean they
A
have
lot.
several meanings,
A
and you
lot.
should be sure
They mean a
that
lot.
and also body language also matters a lot. For example, somebody was sharing some things with me, with us in our church, that she likes to narrate every details of issues to her husband.
Yes.
And now I look at my wife also, that my wife also likes to do that. And there are times I just want her to go
straight
straight,
to the point.
you know, just
I'm like,
tell
no.
me in 2 words, in 3 words,
What
this is what
happened?
happened. But she wants to narrate
No,
the whole
I always tell him
dictionary.
exactly. I always tell him that you can't get the juice out of this gist. Like, no, let's take his. But he doesn't have the patience to wait and say, he would just be bored and be like, okay, so
So you need to
just
know, so you need to both come to a compromise in communication to
communication
ensure that at every point in time you don't misunderstand each other. And once you sense there's a misunderstanding in communication, please address it
immediately.
immediately, or else it keeps on building on itself, it becomes a big thing that will
A
cause,
big issue.
yeah.
Exactly. So thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
No,
Not yet.
not yet. I
Okay.
need to do my, or do you want to do the outro for me? You
No,
said
no,
this brings us to the
okay.
end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to
Share and also subscribe.
you got it. Don't forget to subscribe until I come your way next time. I remain Aderonke Grace, and with me is John. Peace
Peace
out.
out.
Bye,
Peace out.
guys.